So that's one thing we'll do is show how to create a new Scorpion page, the Blue Venom, to incorporate the Venom product as well as all the health and beauty products. Also going to show you how to create a template for advertising. And then there's a few things I want to show you, some technical things like if you are trying to see something on a page and your scroll button doesn't go down and you're missing half your page, I'm going to show you how to minimize your actual screen so that you can see the content. Because I have a student that was an issue yesterday and I couldn't remember. I was like, there's a way, I can't remember how to do it. So naturally, after we got off the phone, I was like, oh yeah, that's where it needs to be. And the other thing I want to make sure is that most of you are using your, depending on which computer you have, you're using the default that came with your computer, which sometimes it could be Edge, sometimes it could be Firefox. Most of our programs work better with Chrome. And the reason being is because a lot of the other programs, they are not as advanced, they're not as world recognized. So they have a lot of programming that is not available. I know if you use Edge and you're trying to use Skype, sometimes the video or the screen share is not available, or it's kind of sketchy. So that's why you want to make sure that Chrome is your default browser for your computer. I have one of my students that tried to sign up for Sephora using Edge and they couldn't get it to work. And as soon as we went into Chrome, it popped right up. So you just want to make sure that you have that. And then if you are saving all of your stuff in your Edge or the other browser, you can always import it from that to your Chrome. So that's one of the things you want to make sure that you can go in and set that up as your default browser. And then last, towards the end, I'm going to show you how to use Canva to create, some customized images, not necessarily memes, but just customized images for you to use for your advertising templates. And also, if you want to create a business card, I'm going to show you how to create that business card. For you to give out to people to let them know about your website. If you want to highlight a certain page or certain products, I'm going to show you how to do that. So, like I said, we got a full plate. I'm still going to try to make sure we get finished reasonably early or at least on time, and then we're going to open up for some Q&A. As always, I want to try to restrict it just to your pages and to the pages you are creating. If it's a lot of technical issues, I will try to resolve them, but for the most part, we'll get back with your instructor if it's anything regarding, some technical issues with your system, anything with V-marketing, anything specific about getting a link for a page or where you find your own personal link. Things like that, you want to reserve that for your instructor. If you do have a question and you're not sure the content of it, ask it and I'll let you know, hey, that's something you need to get with your instructor. If it's something I can answer, I will definitely do my best to do that. Okay. All righty, so let's get started. Is there anything specifically you need me to go over while we are going over the training? I might be able to incorporate it with what I'm going to be doing. So if you have any specific questions, go ahead and ask those now. Just unmute yourself. That's the other thing is once I get started with the training, if everyone could mute out until the end of the class, and then mute back in, I would appreciate it. That way we won't have any background or excessive noises on the recording.
Sheila, I have that one where when I go to a page, I go to click on one of my links and it doesn't open up in the next page. It just has that big circle with a line through it.
Where it won't let you open?
It opens it, but it shows that the page is not there.
Okay. All right.
It's like a big circle with a line through it.
So page not found.
Yeah.
So usually what that means is either the page is, number one, it's either in draft or you've changed the slug or the link to the page and you didn't change it in that one. So sometimes when you modify a page and you use a different key phrase, and your slug changes, you don't change it in your category menu or the places that you have that linked, that's what you'll get, because it still has the old link in it.
Okay.
So what you would have to do is find the page that you've changed, copy that link, and then go to your other existing pages, like maybe your category menu, and make sure that one's changed too. A lot of times we'll edit a page, change out the key phrase, change the link, but we forget to go to all the other pages we have it. Like I have like 12 different wine and coffee pages. So if I change one link for my main coffee page and don't change where I have a reference to that link and the other pages, and it still has the old link in it, it's going to come to a page not found because I've changed the original link.
Okay. Maybe that's what happened then.
Yep. So what you would do is go back to your most recent and see which page you changed. And then that's why it's always good to pull up 2 tabs of your website, so you can always work in one and then use the other one for reference.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Okay. Anybody else have a question they want me to go over while we're doing our training?
Sheila, it's Constance. One quick one. You know, I Sephora welcomed me back. When I went there, you know how when you go there, they have the 3 little gray boxes?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get 3 little gray boxes. I got 2 sort of in a black background, blah, blah, blah.
So when you came to your Sephora and you logged in, did it look like this when you logged in?
No, but I did get in. They said, "Hello, Constance." That
Okay.
I saw. That I saw.
All right, so you got this here.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so now what you need to do is to get your link, you want to go over here to where it says earn money. And there's that. Now, if you don't see this, like I said, I had a student last night, the only thing that he could see was this part here. And what it is your page is bigger than your frame for your computer. So what you need to do is go up here to these 3 dots. And you're going to see right here where it's got your zoom.
Right.
Minimize that, and that will decrease the font in your page and allow you to see more of your page.
Okay, that's still not it.
Okay, so then the other ones will be here.
Yeah, well, where do you show the advertise? Oh, that's what I've got. And don't you have one with 3 grades?
This one only has 2.
What is it that has the 3? Oh, I'm losing my mind here.
Now, the other one you could be thinking about is your tipping circle.
Probably.
Now, your tipping circle.
We couldn't figure out why I wasn't getting accepted. That's right. I'm still not.
Now, your tipping circle, I'll get with you on that. I know why that is.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Sorry.
Yep. So your tipping circle, this is probably what you're looking for.
Is this but I couldn't even get on, so okay, forget that.
Yep, I know what the deal is with your tipping circle, and I'll get with you on that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so any more questions? Anything else that we need to go over, someone wants me to talk about?
Sheila, this is Linda Marie.
Hey.
And I heard you saying when you change the title of a page that you have to go back to any place that you've got that area at, then you have to adjust that too.
Yeah.
I got 3 different pages of the get paid to watch streaming live TV, streaming free TV, watch free streaming. I got 3 different pages. I'm like, oh crap. So I've got to delete 2 of them and keep one of them, correct?
No, you can keep all 3 of them, just change the content or modify it to something different, but still, but yeah, if you got 3 pages, you can write 3 different articles on that.
I'm having a hard time doing one.
Put the other 2 in draft until you get more comfortable, but don't delete them. Yeah, just put 2 of them in draft and then work on the one. And then as you, that'll be the one that you'll be advertising. That'll be the one you put in your links. And then when you get more comfortable in your writing and get more knowledgeable in the programming, then what you can do is pull one of the other ones out and just have a floating page.
Okay.
But yeah, just put 2. Yeah, no, just put 2 of them in draft and leave them there and just work on the one.
Okay. Now, as
Okay.
far as having to go to your other pages that are linked kind of to that one that you're working on, you have to go and change the what is that
You
term?
you just have to go in and recopy your link. That's all. So get your page done first, and then we'll get together and figure out which ones you need to go and change your links in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't remember how I said don't overthink it. Do one task at a time. And the first task is to get your page done. Then worry about
Right.
where we need to change your links. So always
Okay.
do your pages first. Once your pages are complete, then you go back and do your links for where you have that original page set up. So always, that's for everybody. Sometimes people get when you're working in your site, you get overwhelmed because you know you have all this big balloon activity that's going on with your website, and you're thinking ahead. So then you're not finishing the task you're on. So always finish the task you're on and go to your next task. So that's why I say a flow chart's great. Do your flow chart. Your first task is you get an idea. Your second task is to write your page. Then after that, you put your links into your page after you get your page done. And then you can go and do your advertising. Then you come back to your website and figure out where you have multiple links or references to that page that needs to be changed out. If you're trying to do it all at one time, you're going to get confused, you're going to get bombarded, and you're going to be like, okay, I need a break, let me step away. And usually when you step away, it's very difficult to come back and get back in the rhythm and flow that you had before. So
That's me.
yeah, so don't be like the hamster and just spin your wheel. Actually have a goal, and your first goal should always be finish your page. That's it. Once you finish your page, then ask your instructor, okay, my page is done. Let your instructor read it, make sure there's nothing that needs to be added, taken away, make sure everything's where it needs to be. And then they can go through and say, okay, this is your next step, which should be, get your template ready for advertising. So, and I've told you before, get your page finished. Don't worry about all the other stuff that follows it. Finish your page first, because if you don't have a finished page, the other stuff's irrelevant. Okay? That makes sense? Okay. All right, so one of the things we're going to do today is we're going to create a page for the competition, and we're going to be using our Blue Scorpion products. And I'm just going to create one complete page. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here. For those of you that want to order, always order from your own URL, which is right here. And you want to go in and do your order from there, because not only that, you get to see the actual products, but you also get commission on your own purchase. So make sure you are doing that. So I'm going to come back here, and we're going to go back, and I'm going to get the other one. Okay, so I'm opening up both of these, and I'm still going to leave this one here. And I am going to go to Earn Money. And I'm going to need this link too, because it's going to be my travel link. And for those that don't know how to navigate this, say you want a trip, since most of the parks and recs and places are opening. If you want to go to perks and offers, here's where you can go and book your hotels for any destination. And you can save up to 80% on your hotel rates. Go through your own link, which is right here, and you get commissions on your own travel purchase, your own hotel stay. So the minute you check out and everything's processed and finalized, you will get a commission on your own stay, hotel stay. I used it every time. I used it every time last year that we went traveling, for my husband's ball team, for when we went on vacations. I used my own hotel links and made quite a bit of money last year off of it, because we traveled quite a bit. So it's a great place to go save. And then that's why you want to use that link to earn money and let people, travel. It's a free site, a free place where they can go and get, good hotel rates. So that's one of the things. So we're going to come here and create a page. So I'm going to come up here for new, and I'm going to go to page. Always make sure you go to page and not post. So I'm going to go here to new page. And then I'm going to use my Jaaxi. And I use Jaaxi. I use the paid one. There is a free one that you can use and get up to 30 free searches per email that you register with. So if you have multiple emails, like I know some of you do, after you finish your first 30, registered with your other email, and you get 30 more. But you do get limited views with those 30. I think you get the first 10 available searches for that particular key phrase search that you're going to be looking for. With the paid program, it's like $50 a month, and you get unlimited searches for as many as you want. So it's just different depending on what you want. So if you narrow down your search, then it makes it a little bit easier. So I was looking up skincare solutions, and I really didn't like what I've seen. I've seen skincare products is pretty good. The best skincare products is okay, but we don't just have skincare. We have the pain reliever too. So I'm going to type in health solutions or healthcare. And see what comes up with that one. So healthcare products, it's all right. And then they start putting in names, and I'm not really wanting to put in names. So there's a lot of competition for healthcare products broken up, but you only got a 76% chance of getting on the front line. The searches are good, but not that great. Here's a new healthcare products. There's really no competition for that, but you only have 40 people searching for that. So let's put in the word venom. Okay, don't like that one. So let's type in scorpion. All right, so blue scorpion venom products, that's one of mine. There's 11 people competing with that. It's, again, we don't have a high rate, but I think I'm gonna so we might be just creating our own. All right, so I'm going to come back to this page and create my title, and it's going to be and I'm going to type in alternative medicines. Alternative healthcare. Let's see. It's not really a healing, although that's a good one. I like that one, alternative treatments. Although it's only got a 73%, it's not really a medicine, so we can't use medicine. Therapy, it's not medicine. Affordable health care, it's not affordable, and it's got very poor ratings. So I think I'm going to do alternative therapy. Is that the one? Alternative treatments. Let's do alternative treatments. Even though it's got a 73% rate, it's still got a good search, and we can't use medicines, so because it's not listed as a medicine. There we go. I like that. And then I already know my key phrase is going to be alternative therapy. Okay. And what I like to talk about, is I already going to go ahead and put my headlines, and they might change as I type. All right, there's somebody that has a TV on in the background or something that's bleeding through. I know mine's probably bleeding through too. So blue scorpion venom. Then my next one is going to be okay, and I'm going to put that one here. And then here I'm going to put the different one, which is
Sheila, I'm going to ask a silly question. What does peptide mean?
peptide is a chemical product that is in the blue scorpion venom. Yeah, it's just a chemical that is naturally produced in the blue scorpion venom. That's all that is. All right, and then we're going to do hydro filling cream. And this one's going to be a heading 3. And then the next one is going to be absolute wrinkle and I'll come back. I want to break that. I don't want to put that in there. Okay, and then the next one is moisturizing cream. And then the last one I think is ultimate aging serum, anti-aging serum. All right, so there's all my different headlines that I'm going to put. And then I'm just going to start with my first paragraph. minimum. Uh-oh. Ah, I got my delete button. I'll fix that. Okay. All right. All right. And then I'm going to say, all right. So here in your opening paragraph, you want to make sure that you list some of the qualities of the product, what you don't want, like with me, you know, being a woman, most men, I don't want wrinkles. I want to age gracefully, you know, not have it right there in your face, you know, wrinkle lines, brown spots, creaky knees and joints, things you don't want, but you also want to let them know some of the benefits, you know, of the blue scorpion venom, that they can get a 20% discount currently at checkout, you know, and then you want to let them know that they can go to the site themselves, and this is where you're going to incorporate a link eventually, or they can keep reading about the product, and then this is where you're going to come in and put your information in. So I want to come back here and fix this one because I had my keystroke was off. Okay, so blue scorpion venom, and I'm just going to talk to about that. And because I already have a page to that, I'm not going to write a whole lot about it. I'm just going to direct them to that page. So then I'm going to type um, about the blue scorpion, uh, about the venom itself. Okay. So there's that. It's just going to talk about, and I'm going to send them straight to my Blue Scorpion page that I've already written about this. And that's going to be my internal link. So this one is going to be about the Blue Scorpion peptides. And I'm going to talk about that. And you can come here if you saw the video or the Tuesday night training 2 weeks ago where they had Scorpion Rick, who is the founder, not really the founder, but he is the founder of Marvel Products that actually we market for. He was talking about how the peptides are created, how they extract the venom from the scorpion. And then Dr. Bryce Wild was on there and he was talking about how the peptides work, how he, is endorsing this product. So I have been listening to that all week. I've actually been trying to edit some of the videos so I can cut it and use it in some of my pages. So I'm going to be using some of his research that he has said, and I'm just going to put it in my own words and talk about this process, and then I'm going to come back and talk about the individual products. So from here, I'm just going to talk about the Blue Scorpion peptides.
Sheila, hi, it's Constance.
Yeah.
Number one, forgive me, is there a place to go so we can see Tuesday nights if we didn't see it? And number
Yes.
two, you said Dr. Bryce Wild, and who was the owner? I didn't catch.
He's called Scorpion Rick. I can't remember what. Yeah, and because he has one of the biggest blue scorpion farms, and that's all he does is he raises scorpions. He is a Virginia native. He was raised in the mountains of Virginia. His mother was or grandmother was from Illinois. He talks about her in there. He moved to Florida. I think that's where his mother still resides. I can't remember if she's still living. Did he say if she was still living? I'm assuming she is. He's 56. He'll be 57 this year. And if you look at him, he doesn't look his age. I promise you, he did. When he said that, I was like, what? He doesn't look his age. But he is a Virginia native, and now he raises one of the few farms that does this. He talks about how he had to learn in his background being a farmer in the Virginia mountains, how it has helped him cultivate the scorpion and how it has helped him in the raising of it. So if you just go on there, go to the website when you go to Sephora and go to the Blue Scorpion. It has all the information there. You can actually read about the science behind it.
Right.
You can
the Tuesday night, don't we have a way of getting to the Tuesday
yes,
night?
it's hold on, I'll get it for you. I'll actually post it in so if you go to the Tuesday night business calls, I'm going to post it in the chat.
Okay, thank you. I probably asked you before, but I'm
Oh, it's fine.
I plead insanity, personality.
All right, so let me get
Did you
this.
say you was 70 something?
Like the rest of us.
Yeah.
On Monday, 73.
She doesn't look it, trust me. She doesn't look it. So yeah, there's the thing for the Saturday night training. Oh, not Saturday, but the Tuesday night training. I think it was last Tuesday, not the 3rd, the 29th, I think it was. Or not the 2nd, but the week before that was when he was on. The last Tuesday of the month, I think, was when he was on. And he's got it listed. So if you go there, you're going to look for the one where it's talking about the blue peptide, the Blue Scorpion venom with Dr. Rick, or not Dr. Rick, but Scorpion Rick and Dr. Bryce Wild. And those of you that don't know Bryce Wild, he is actually the foremost expert that Dr. Oz uses and references to whenever he has something he wants to promote or research on. He goes to him. And he actually talks about his his information and talks about his background. And he is very much an alternative type medicine person. He doesn't believe, he believes, but he researches. He really believes in boosting your immunity using as many natural and holistic medications as possible compared to, synthetic and mass produced medications for your aches and pains and to healing. So I've enjoyed listening to him. I've actually done some research on him, and he's very knowledgeable. um, and he does have some good points, and he endorses it, and he tells you why he endorses it. And he's using it himself, so that's one of the best endorsements you can have, is to have this renowned doctor talking about it. And he's actually talked about it on one of the shows. There's when you go to Blue Scorpion campaign, there's actually a video there that you can download that he has done on a talk show, on an infomercial, I think it was. Can't remember if it was an infomercial or one of the TV talk shows, where he actually brings up Blue Scorpion um, and talks about it. So he's got some credibility behind it, and the fact that he was on our Tuesday night training call talking about it really leads some credibility to not only our program but also the product that we're promoting. So as soon as I get that cut, I'm going to send it to Paul, and he's going to give us the permission or not permission to use that in our website. So that's one of the projects I've been working on this week, is editing some film. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this. And
Sheila,
uh-huh.
can you say animal or is it an arachnid?
It's an arachnid, but I'm still going to call it an animal. It is part of the arachnid family, like spider. It has 8 legs or 8 tentacles. However you want to say it, I'll probably come back in and modify it later.
Okay, no, it's
But
fine.
yep.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. I'm trying to think of what that word was that they had. It's
About arachnophobia. I can't stand spiders. Woo!
well, like they said, the bigger the scorpion, the less deadly it is to you. The smaller the scorpion, the deadlier it is. So
Well, those I can handle, but not spiders.
Me either.
okay,
Amino.
I think it's 2 words.
Yeah.
Okay. And here again, I'm using my key phrase. You want to try to use it at least once in every paragraph so you get enough to satisfy your Google and Yoast recommendations. Okay, so then there's my paragraph to start, just talking about the peptides, the general overall about it. It's also giving me a segue into talking about the beauty creams. So then I'm just going to come here and create another block for paragraph. And then I'm going to talk about the hydrating cream. All right. So it doesn't have a whole lot of information there, but I can copy this and I'm going to put it in my page. And then from here, I'm going to modify it. Do the same thing with the anti-wrinkle cream. I think I'm going to use this in a classic block and go and do the anti-wrinkle solution. And again, just copy the information in there. Moisturize and recovery. I'm going to do another paragraph and go and get that one. And this will be a good place to where you can do a comparison and contrast to maybe some of the other creams and serums that are similar to this on the market. Let's see, I want to do a classic. So let's do classic block here and grab this one. Paste. Okay, so now we actually have the different information in there. And like I said, I'm gonna come back and rework this, put in the different information, just modify it based on, like I said, like this one with the anti-wrinkle cream. This will be a good place where you can do a cross market, since we do have the anti-wrinkle cream in Valentis. So you can do a write-up about your cream here. So let's go here and do this. Let's see, this is a classic. So I'm going to come back above and do another classic.
Would you be inserting pictures of each?
Yeah, you don't do that until after you get your page complete.
I see.
So yeah, so do all your content first, because then you're better able to see where your pictures would look best, or your images. If you try to put an image as you're writing, it becomes too complicated, because then by the time you finish your writing, you're like, oh, well, that image doesn't look right there, or it could be positioned a different place. So do all of your content first. Then you want to come back and do your images. And then you should do your content first, then do your links. Your images should be the last thing you put in, because by then your page is complete and can be published without an image. Your image is just to pretty it up and keep people's what do you call it, their attention, because then after they read something, they can see an image. The image averts their attention span. It refreshes their attention span so that they can keep on reading. So that's why you should always have your content first, then put in your link, and then go back and see where an image would look good or help refresh their interest in your page.
Okay.
Okay. So this one tells about what it does. So here's where you can put yourself in there. And like this one is going to be talking about absolute wrinkle cream solution, correction cream. So I'm just going to put in here.
Aging gracefully. Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So that's going to be my segue. And then I'm going to do and say,
So some of the products last night about
good job.
a wrinkle creams with peptide and all that stuff.
Yep. See, that's where you need to start creating your page and talk about that.
Right. It was around 3 in the morning. Some of these programs they don't put them out during the day, they put them out during the night. So I guess that gives us a chance
Yep.
because theirs comes out in the middle of the night.
In the middle of the night.
Everybody's asleep at that time.
Except for me most of the time. And this is where I'm going to start modifying this paragraph. All right. So I basically took this same paragraph. I created 2 whole new paragraphs. One was based on me. So that's how you want to create it. You always want to put yourself in everything that you do. Then I just basically rearranged this from my own experience, from crow's feet and wrinkles and things like that. I just incorporated this and put it in my own words.
Mhm.
Yes, I use some of the same wording and phrasing, but because it's around different content, Google won't pick that up as scrape content. So now this one is done, and then I can remove that block. So now this whole thing is mine. And because I've done a lot, I'm going to go ahead and hit save draft. All right, so that's going to save that. And now what I want to do is let's look and see what my content is. So my readability is great. My SEO is not so good. So let's see what it's telling me I need. I can always tell it's going to be, I don't have a meta description, which I know I don't. I don't have outbound links, inbound links, subheadings. I don't have my key phrase and enough subheadings and images. And my exact match of key phrase appears in SEO title, but not in the beginning. I'm not going to worry about that. I like my beginning. These I know is going to fix. So I'm going to go ahead and let's do our edit snippet. All right, so my SEO title is green. You always want to make sure that's green. If it's orange or red, fix it. Never leave it orange or green or red. You always want it to be green. All right, my slug is health and skincare alternative therapy. I just want my slug to be alternative therapy. So I'm gonna leave that there. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna leave it there because then it makes it too long. So then my meta description is I'm gonna put my title back in.
Actually, we don't want to age at all. Just thought I'd throw that in.
Yep. So let's see. Health and skincare alternative therapy is fast becoming the norm rather than the trend. We all want to age gracefully. Blue Scorpion Peptides Solutions. All right. Let's take this out. So there's how I can modify that. Can help, period.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So short, sweet, to the point. And then I'm gonna close my snippet editor. So now it's telling me my subheading. So I need to put that in a different, so we're gonna put here. And then I want to center that since now it's longer than I want it to be. And let's see if that got rid of that. Yep. So now I'm going to come here and I'm going to put an internal link. So first of all, right here where I want to put, check out the site yourself. And from here, I am going to put my Blue Scorpion. So let me go here to my campaigns. Go to in progress. go to my Beauty Health, and I'm going to get my link here. Go back here, and I'm going to link this, paste, open it in a new tab, and submit. And I want to bold that. Okay. And this one is the blue scorpion venom. All right, alleviating pain and inflammation. I'm going to do here, I'm going to type in blue scorpion and see what page I have already. And here's right there, I already have one. So I'm going to put that in there as my alternative link. And I always like to open a new tab. You don't have to, but I'm going to. There's that one. So they can actually go and click on this, and it's going to take them to my blue scorpion page that talks about the testimonies for the venom, talks about how it helps, talks about the stories from the Caribbean and the Cuba. So there's my alternative link. And then, yes.
I always emphasize the internal links not to be opened in a new tab. What's the advantage to or not to?
Well, the reason they don't want you to, or they suggest you don't, is because you don't want, see how I have all these tabs up here? If someone is doing a lot of search and they come and they click on it and you tell it to open in a new tab, then it's just going to put a new tab there. And they're just going to have a plethora of tabs that's opened. The other thing, and this is the reason I do it, is because if I have it early in my system to open to a page in my system, and they open it and say they don't like what they see there, that's not particularly what they want, then they're going to say, well, where was I at? What page was I on that I was reading? I might want to read some more. Even though we have our category menus, they may not look there and see exactly, they might not remember what they clicked to get to our page. So I always open it in a new tab. That way, if they close out the existing tab because that's not what they were looking for, my original tab is still open for them to continue reading. So
okay, so that'll take them if they just click out of that tab. Just
yeah,
they were looking into alternative pain and they go, nah, not interested. They can get directly back to your page.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, thank you.
So it just depends, you know. You can or can't. There is an option for you. Some of them I don't, some of them I do. It just depends on the mood I'm in. But I like with this one, because I am having several different offers in here, I do want them to come back, because if they click it and it's like, well, that's not the one I want them to be able to come back to this page and read the other options that's there for them. So that's one of the things, especially if it's not on my category menu. If it's a floating page, I definitely want to make sure that it opens in a new tab. If it is on my category menu, then most of the time I won't have it open in a new tab, because they can always look at my category menu and go back to that page. But if I know from the beginning that this is going to be a floating page, then I definitely will make sure that my internal links will open in a new page.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so let me go ahead and update this. And if we go back and look at our SEO, it should be almost green, if not green. So it's green, even though we don't have any images. And that's the only thing that is in red is images. And again, it's not hard to put an image in there. We can actually put it back anywhere we want. So I'm going to come here and do an image. And since I already know this image is in my media library, I'm just going to come to my media library. And I'm going to open this one up, and alternative text is going to be, well, this one on your alternative text for any image, you always want to make sure that you're using the focus key phrase of the page that you're doing. If I can spell it. Okay, and then hit select. And then from here, I want to make sure that I minimize this image. And then placement, let's put it to the right. And then we can actually minimize it a little bit smaller. And then I'm going to go to my Sephora campaign, and I want to get my campaign for just that Marvel product, this one. And I'm going to get this link, and I'm going to link this page or that image to go directly to my offer. So then I'm going to link this, paste. You always want to make sure your image is open in a new tab, and then click apply. Then you want to look over here to your image settings. Because I selected the image alternative text when I chose my image, if you didn't do that from the beginning, you're going to have this blank. So if this comes up blank, you always on the page you're creating, make sure that all your images go to your focus key phrase. All right. And then we're going to save this as a draft. And then if we go back down here, it should be everything except for that one. And I'm not going to worry about that. Everything is fine. And then my readability, passive voice, I'll probably fix that when I go through and add, do these, fix these other two. So we got to do the hydrate. I don't know how I missed that one. And then if you want to pretty up your page, so to speak, so we can come here and you can change the color of all of your headings. Over here on the right, you have your color settings. So each color setting could be different. So you could do like the therapy for the blue venom. You can go there. And then if you want to leave that black, you can. Then you can do like the hydrating cream. If you want to center that, you can center that. If you want to make it to the right, you can have it go to the right, to the left, however you want to center it or fix it. And again, you can just choose your different color combinations. And then if there's a color you don't like, say you want that more vibrant, hit your custom color down at the bottom. And then you have your color wheel that you can change your color pattern to what you want it to. I like a more vibrant red. So there we go. There's that one. Then your, this is just to make your images, like I said, your page stand out, make it a little bit more unique. And then if you want to go even further, if you want to change your color, this one you can change the whole color of a content of your image. I'm not going to do that one on that one. But if I wanted to come up here and let's do a drop cap, that will drop and bold the first letter of that. And then if I wanted to change my background color, you have your text color and your background. So let's say I want my background color to be a green. And then I want my text color to be a white. That's too bright. Let's do a gray. Nope, let's do white. Let's do a brighter white. There we go. Get it all the way to the top. You know, you could do that, or maybe if you don't like the green, you want to do a pink, that would even be better. And you can play around with the colors, leave it black, go back to white, do it in yellow. Ooh, don't like that. So, but yeah, you can play around with it however you want to, make it more unique. And then let's preview it and see what it looks like so far. All right, there's some background noise in the back, either some television or something. All right, so so there's my page on how it's going to look so far.
Sheila,
Yes.
Can you show me how to get back to the original page after you've done preview?
Yeah, after you preview, this is your new page. It's still there. This is your preview page. Just click out and open up your tab where you were originally.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you click the preview up here and not the preview that shows up after you publish your page, if you always click here, it will open it up in a new tab, and it should be right beside your original page.
Okay, I got it.
And then after it previews, you look at it, see where you can, and this works great for placement of your images. If you don't like where your image is at or how it looks, you can always go back and see, like, there's this space. unless I make this image bigger, that's the only way that's going to get rid of that spacing.
Okay.
So yeah, so that, and then you just click off your preview, and then you should be right back into your original page.
Okay, great. Thank you.
After,
Uh-huh.
after you've had everything ready in draft, saved in draft,
Mhm.
do you go to publish twice?
Yeah. After it's all done, so for all intents and purposes, I could actually publish this, but I still want to go back and get my other links. So I'm gonna come here and get this Blue Scorpion link one more time. I'm
Okay.
gonna come here, and I want to put it right here. This is talking about that. And this is going to be a direct link, so I definitely want to open any direct links in a new tab. So there's that one. Always try to, I always bold any link that I have. And then this is another one where I want to make sure that, and I always do full phrases. I don't do just words. To me, it stands out more if there's a phrase instead of a word. They could lose the word, but it's hard to lose a phrase. But again, that's totally up to your discretion. So then I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna go back to my campaigns, and then I'm gonna get the one for the beauty products. And then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do healing properties. Okay. All right, and since I haven't modified that, I'm not gonna do anything with that one. Absolute wrinkle cream, I wanna do that one. Oh. And when you go into Classic, you see that there's a little different thing there. So when you go to Classic and you want to link something, you want to make sure that you pay attention, because when I'm gonna come here and go wrinkle correction, I want to link it. So then you're going to paste your link in, and then you have this little link option or your settings tab. So you want to click on that, and you want to make sure you click this link, open in a new tab, and hit update, and it automatically fixes it if you're in Classic. Then you can bold it, and then with Classic you can also change the color text using this icon right here. And since my title is purple, I'm going to use this as purple, and then I'm going to come here and change this to purple. You can only do this with Classic. If you're using a regular block, you have to do the whole paragraph. You can't do just a wording. You're supposed to, but I haven't got it to work yet, but so far it hasn't worked for me. So I'm not going to put a link in these two, but I might, because I'm going to go ahead and publish it. And I'll come back and work on it later. At least my link will be in there if somebody comes to it. And this is a serum. And this is in Classic. So I'm going to do the same thing. Paste. Open my link in a new tab and update. And I haven't changed that one color yet, so I'm going to leave it as black, but I'm definitely going to bold it. And there's that. So then I'm going to come back in and I'm going to add my images. So I can do the hydration, Hydra, and I'm going to do an image, and I have that in my system, so I'm just going to find it. I just have to make sure I got the right one. I have to look. This one has the pink one. Pink, that one. And this one, remember, I can put it from here. Yep, hydrogen cream. And again, you want to position it, and then you can minimize it. Then you always want to link it, since I still have my link. And this is one of the few places where you can actually put an image since you have one for each one. And then we're going to look at moisturizing recovery. That's the box. There we go. And again, I'm going to link it. Submit. And I already got my therapy in there. And then since we have this one, I'm going to put this one over to the right. And I'm going to leave it there because I haven't modified these two, so it's going to be really close. And so once I finish it, I'll be able to put more images in there to be able to see that. But I think that's good for right now. So now everything's done. My transition words looks already went up to 28%. You only need 30 to make that good. And then my only other one is this key phrase title is not the same in the beginning, and I'm not going to put that in there. Although I do have it. So let's see how I have it. I do have alternative. So I got it. It's at the beginning, so not sure why there's one of those glitches, but I don't have it in my title. So that's the thing that it's doing. So if I wanted to, I could switch this around and put alternative health and skincare, alternative, which I could. I think I will. That makes better sense. And then get rid of this. Alternatives for health and skincare. So now let's see if I still have my red. Look, boom, gone. So there's that. So I got rid of all of my reds, got rid of all of my objections except for this one, and that'll be gone when I modify these last two paragraphs. So I'm going to save this draft, and then I'm going to publish this page. Okay. And then there's my address right there. That's going to be the address for my page. So whenever I get ready to, I'm going to go ahead and copy this link. And then I am going to go to my template, my advertising template. And I am going to go all the way down to where I have my peptides. All right, so right here, so here's another one I'm going to put. Oh, come on. There we go. So now whenever I go to do my Blue Scorpion ad templates, there's my other ad link that I can use to use this same information with. So that's how, and then like with the anti-wrinkle cream and all this, once I create pages for those, I'll just put the link that I created each one of these for, and then still use this. I might come back and, you know, do another description and put that there. So I have two descriptions to use for the same thing.
No pressure.
So, alrighty. So that's how you go about creating your pages. And then once you get it done, you want to fill out that form if you want to be in the submission or the contest for the Blue Scorpion Health pages to try to win the prizes, which right now I don't think we know exactly what the prizes are. So I've shown you how to create a page from scratch, basically how to incorporate your links, how to go ahead and do your template for your advertising. Just add it to your existing template. If you don't have a template, please start one. There's several different trainings. Paul has one. I have them on my webinar. on my YouTube site on how to create a template. And all a template is just your, create your title, put your link in there. You want 4 or 5 different headline descriptions. Not headline description. Yeah, you want 4 or 5 different headlines from there, and then you want at least 2 to 3 descriptions for each one that you have. So here's my different headlines. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 different headlines. So far I only have 1 description, but I'll be able to put more in there as I get a chance to go in and modify this page
Sheila,
or add more. Yes.
if I have some of my templates on my desktop, can I just drag them over and put them into the book my folder?
Yeah, if you have have all your templates on your desktop, then you want to go in either in your Google Drive or either if you have Word document, just go in and create a folder, or mine's all in my Dropbox. You can go in your Dropbox and create a folder, call it templates, then open up that folder, which is what I do. I have my Dropbox, I have a folder named templates, then I opened up that folder and then just drag them in.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And then that way to clean off your desktop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus you'll be able to find them because once you put them in here, it lists them in alphabetical order.
Okay.
So you'll have everything right at your fingertips. And then if you have your Dropbox, if you have it with your phone, if you have the app downloaded on your phone, then whenever you're standing in line somewhere or out and about, you can pull up your Dropbox and do ads from your phone.
Same thing with our affiliates?
Yep. Yep. So you want to create templates, anything that you have on your desktop. See, my desktop's clean. These are the most ones that I use, and most of those I have saved over here in my tabs on the side. And so you want your desktop to be fairly clean. Everything should be in a folder, either in your Dropbox, or even if you have documents, you can create documents in your document folder, so that you have everything at your fingertips, so you're not searching all the time for things. So organization is the key.
Sounds cool.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to open up for questions that we have on our site. And then if we have time, I'm going to run through some Canva things for you. So do we have any questions now based on what we've gone over today, or anything that came up after seeing what we did today?
This is Rita.
Oh, go
Okay,
ahead.
Miss Rita.
Well, I came in late. Actually, I forgot about it. And I've not placed any ads. And I was looking the other day, because I'm working a lot on my outside job, for how to place an ad on Paul's site. And they don't head those. You can't tell what's what. So I'm looking and looking, and I never did find it. How would I find it on his, or where would I go on yours to find exactly how to place ads?
How to play? Okay, that's very simple. If you don't have a template, it's going to be kind of by the seat of your pants. So the first thing you want to do is create that template. Yeah, last week I did one. So it's really simple. I can show you now. I actually have a running template. It's been going. This is my 3rd one that I've created. As you can see, it's 25 pages long, and it has a list of everything that I'm advertising. And so what you want to do is like with the Blue Scorpion. So you want to create a page, just get a blank page. You can either do it in Word document if you have Word document. If you don't have Word document, you can go to your Google. So if you go to Google, let me go ahead and close out some of these things right here.
Google Drive.
Yep, if you go to Google, you have these 9 little dots right here. And everybody, once you have a Google, set up Google as your default, you're going to have access to this. And one of them that they have is Google Drive. And you open this up. And in Google Drive, you have options to do all the different things that you want to do. So I can come here to where it says New.
Okay.
And here it gives you the options for documents that you can do. Documents right here is the exact same thing as Word, Microsoft Word. Google Sheets is the same thing as Microsoft Excel. So you can go and do those. You have Google Slides where you can go in and create different images. You can create videos and think, well, not really a video, but you can go in and create a slideshow. So you can come in here and it shows you all the different forms that you have access to in these Googles, in your Google Drive. So then you can just come here and open up a blank document. And please mute yourself, whoever that is with the yelling in the background. Thank you. So then on this Google Drive, you want to name it. So up here at the top, okay, I'm gonna have to mute everybody out. If you don't mute yourself, please. I'm hearing it in the background. And it doesn't sound very friendly. Okay. All right, there we go. Took care. All right, so you're gonna come up here and you wanna label it, and you can label it posting template or advertising template, however you wanna do it. All right, so you know what it is. And then since we are doing Blue Scorpion, you can come here and do and you can, this works just like a document. You can come here and you can change your font if you want to. You can change your text size. We're going to come here and do maybe an 18. You can actually do it bigger if you want to. Your color, if you want to change it to red, that's your background. Your text color, I want text color red. Let's leave the background color black. All right, red, black, red. All right, why are you not changing? Oh, well, we'll leave it that way. All right, so, and then you want to come here and you want to change it back to a reasonable size, and you're going to type your headline. I'm going to get this here in a minute. All right, so my headline, and your headline is going to be your title for your ads. So this one we're going to do alternative therapy. And then we can do
Sheila,
mm-hmm.
I unmuted myself because I just wanted to ask, you have to create those ads yourself. You don't take them from anywhere.
Yes, you create your ads yourself.
Okay, that's what I needed to know. Thank you. I'll go
You're
back to
welcome.
mute.
Yep. So you create your ads, and then you have your headlines, and then you have your description. And then your description is going to be, you know, basically what you do, what our ads are for. And you're going to talk about
Yeah, I can do that. You don't need to take up your time with doing each one, but then I want to make sure I know how to save it.
yeah, Google Drive automatically saves. So you don't have to go and save it. It's there. So then whenever you want to go back and actually pull them up, you just pull up your Google Drive, because it'll be here. So if I come back to my Google Drive and go to my recents, there's my advertising template. So then I just click on it. And when I go to advertise, it's there. Now, if you want to, another thing you can do is you can star or bookmark it, and then you can put it in your ads. So if you have your tabs up here, you can come here and you can actually put it in whichever one you want to put it in. So I'm going to come here and choose another folder. and I want to put it in, it's not necessarily my recipe page. So I might want to create another folder and put advertising template. And then it's going to save there. So then whenever I want to do my advertising template, I can just come here and pull up my advertising template and it's already there. I don't have to search it on my Google Drive.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. And then you just go from there to your different ad sites. Like I have my ad sites already marked, the different places I want to go and advertise. And then you just have that template on one side, your ad sites pulled up, and you just copy and paste them.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Add site, copy and paste. Got it. Okay.
Good question.
Hi, Sheila.
Hi.
This is Gertrude.
Yes, ma'am. I have you on my list. I promise I haven't forgotten you.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
I want you to talk a little bit about how to create your own file of images. Because
Okay.
sometimes, yeah.
So it depends on what type of system you have. I have mine saved in my Dropbox because I have the professional Dropbox, which has almost unlimited space. If you have the free Dropbox, there's still a lot of space in there that you can use it for. If you also, in your computer system, you have this file that you can use right here. It's called your file that comes with your system. And in that file, you have this place right here that calls pictures. So you can create and save your images there. So it just depends on which file you have. Now, where you get your images from, I get most of mine from Google Images. So depending on what you want to look for. So when I was looking for the blue scorpion, I actually typed in blue scorpion. All right. And once that came up, then you have these different icons that you want to use. So then I went to images. Now, once you get here, you want to make sure you don't have anything that's copyrighted or that has watermarks on it that you have to pay for, because you don't want to have those in your system. I've actually viewed some websites that they have watermarked images in your system. You don't want to do that. Google will snatch your site off the Google search. You will also be fined. You can get mega fines for using those without permission. So if you want to avoid that, you come over here where it says settings and you want to go to advanced search. And right down here at the bottom, you have usage rights. So you can come through here to this usage rights and you want to do only free to use, share, or modify, even commercially. You want to put that in there. And then that way, when you go to your Google Images and type that back in there, then all the images here is good for you to use. You're not going to have anything with the watermark in it. You're not going to have anything that you're going to have to pay for. Everything will be able for you to use. Now, the other thing you want to do is you want to make sure you don't use somebody else's image that has their logos on it. Even though it's okay and they're saying you can use them, you don't want to advertise for somebody else. Like this one, this looks like something somebody copied and put on there. I can still see that this right here, vector stock, you have to pay for theirs. So somebody copied and put that in there, so you don't want to use that. So you want a clean image like this. This is actually on our website, Marvel Health. So you can actually download that from your campaign. But anything like these images that has nothing on it, you can use. And then what you want to do is, say you find one that you like this one here is a nice one. This one's pretty good. So let's find us an image that we want to use. So I'm gonna grab this one here. And then once it pulls up, you want to right click and it gives you your options. I always click save image as. Some people put copy, some people will just do save image. If you do save image, depending on what you have as your default save site, is where it's going to put it, and then you spend half the day looking for where you saved it. because you can't remember what's set up as your default. If you click Saved Image As, then you can choose where you put it. So I know mine's going to go in my Dropbox, and I have folders for advertising pictures, ones that I haven't used. I haven't designated where I want to put them yet. I also have one for blogging pictures that I already have folders set up. So this one I know is a Blue Venom, so I'm going to click on it. And then I name my images. So this one is a Blue Scorpion black drop. So I know it's a Blue Scorpion with a black backdrop. And then that's saved there. So then, and that's all I do is I just go through and find different images based on where my folder is, and I'll put it there. I've already got that one. And I try not to put anything, like I said, you don't want anything that has somebody else's name on it. Like this is a company's, you know, even though it's got a cool image, I still don't want to use it because it says investments on it. So there's another clean image you can use. There's an image that's actually in one of our videos. They're showing you how to how they milk them. That's a pretty good image, so you can use that. Again, just save image. And since once you save an image, unless you change where you want to put it, like this one's going to always pop up to my Blue Venom because that was the last file I was in. And again, I'm going to name it so I can know what it is. And then if I want to come back here and say, okay, I need to do some more stuff on wine, and then just do wine. Again, you want to go to images, and then you can just choose what you want. Sometimes you have the different options. You can look for all reds, you can look for different wine glasses, you can do like cartoons of wines. She's gorgeous. So, you know, and you can do different things, just find something that you like. And again, you want to save it. See, like this one has, and I haven't went in and changed the settings for this particular search, but see, anything that has these very faint markings in them, like this one says iStock photos, those are watermarks. And you cannot use those in your image, in your website. Here's another one. This is a watermark. You actually need to call the company or website or email them, give them the image title, and they will send you a clean image after you purchase it. So you want to make sure you are very aware of that. Like I said, I've seen some people on their websites that they have used that. This is a really good one. This will be a good one for a business card if you decide to make a business card. But that's what you can do. That's cute. That you can use, and just select your different images. If you are part of Rory's Click Partners, do not download that file into your Dropbox. Number one, it will fill up your Dropbox plus some. It won't put everything in there. All you need to do is just when you get access to it, just go in and download a certain picture that you see or a certain file that you see, but don't download the whole file. You don't have enough space in your free Dropbox. So does that answer your question, Miss Gertrude?
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Sheila,
Yes.
what were you talking about with the complete file going into Dropbox? That may be something that I did because I all of a sudden said I had to start paying for Dropbox, and I don't even have anything in there.
That's why when if you got access to Rory's Click Partners, and I'm going to show you what it looks like.
Is that something that Tanya sends? Because, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, you will have a folder that looks like this. It says Click Partners, Click Partner Photos. I actually downloaded the whole thing because I had the professional. I got enough space. But if you have the free Dropbox that comes with your program, with your system, it only has 25 memory, 25 kilobytes, I think it is, of memory, and this is bigger than that. It will take up all of your space. And then when you try to go and add something that you yourself put in or create a folder for something that you want to use it for, you'll get that message that you need to upgrade because you've run out of space.
Yeah, must be what I did. Where
Yeah.
will I find Click Partners? I don't even know if I have it or not.
If you open up your Dropbox, it'll have this folder. It'll be in there, and it'll look just like this.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Thank you.
So go in there and look. And if it's there, then what you're going to have to do is remove it. You'll still have access to the folders because you'll still get emails from Rory. And then once you get those emails, because he'll go in and he'll say, it's been updated, and they'll have the new photos in your email. And then all you have to do is just open it and then save the photos you want into your Dropbox. But don't download the folder to your Dropbox because it will take up all of your memory. So
I
yes,
think
Okay, thank you.
I
Yes.
think I need to get with Stacy on my Dropbox because I don't think I have anything in it.
so if you, depending on your Dropbox. So when you log into your Dropbox, you'll be able to see this information. These are all the files. And I have my Dropbox saved on my computer. So when I add stuff to my Dropbox here, it automatically uploads it to my Dropbox anywhere. So if I have my Dropbox icon on my phone, I can pull it up, and all of my stuff that I've saved here is there too. So it's sort of like a cloud, your Dropbox is. So whatever you save there, it follows wherever you download your Dropbox. It is a cloud basically. So, but it does have limited space for the free program.
Okay, I'll have to get with Stacy because when I open mine up, it just says get started and untitled and so forth. So I'll get with Stacy now
Yep.
that she's full time. She
Yep.
has some more time.
Yeah, and she
Okay,
can
thank
help
you
you
very
set that
much.
up. Yeah, it's very helpful, your Dropbox. It's very helpful, and Roy uses it a lot. Okay. Any more questions? Anything else anybody wants me to go over? Yes.
Sheila Phyllis here. I was going to ask you about the photos that you put into your page.
Mhm.
Some of my pictures, they're just there. That when you say you open them up, and it's supposed to open up into a different window
Uh-huh.
to get the information off of it. Mine does. Some of mine don't do that.
Okay, so then what you need to do is when you have your image, depending on what your image is, if it is in classic, so let me get an image and I'm gonna put it in one of the classic blocks and I'll show you what that might be. So I'm gonna get.
I have the old version of PBS, so maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, yours is in classic. So what you're gonna do, where's my media icon? So I'm gonna get this one. I'm gonna add an image. I'm gonna add this one. And we're gonna, all right, so in your classic, when you click on your image, you have this, you click on the edit information. So right here where it says link to, if yours doesn't open anywhere, it's gonna have either none or it might have media file. So check that, it always should say URL.
Okay, let me see. That one didn't do it. See, one of my pages, I opened up the picture and it didn't open up into anything.
It just sat there, showed you your extra picture. So
It just
when
showed
you,
me the picture with the link in it.
yeah, so what you want to do is when you see this toolbar up here, click the edit pencil,
Okay.
and it should open up a file like this.
Yeah, mine don't.
Okay, so then you have an image like this.
Yes.
And is this the file you see at the top?
Yes.
All right, look over here where it says image settings.
Uh-huh.
Do you have an alternative key phrase there?
No.
Okay, so you need to put one there, and then you want to look up here where you have your link.
Let me see. Okay, let me open this up. So go back to what when you started, clicked on it, and you clicked on the link or the
Yes,
three
so,
bars thing.
so no, you click on this link right here. So when you click on this link, when that opens up, is there anything in there?
No, it just looks like that, what you got right there. Doesn't show nothing on the right.
So, but it does show a link right here.
Yes.
All right, so make sure that you come over here and that you have it open in a new tab and that you save it, that it saves. Make sure you hit apply.
Okay.
All right, so then when you go to update that, when you're in preview or outside of your edit page, then that link should open. If you're in edit, yeah, if you're in edit and you click on your picture, it's not going to go anywhere because you're still in edit. So you have to be in your publish page or you have to be in preview to see if the image actually works.
Right.
Because mine doesn't show over there the alternate text.
Yeah,
I'm in-
it won't if you're in Classic. In Classic, everything's going to be here. So if you're in Classic, this is what it's going to look like. Which page are you looking at?
I'm looking at this one, blogging with Roy.
Okay,
maybe-
that whole page, I promise you, it's probably the whole page is still in Classic mode. You probably
Yeah.
haven't converted it to block.
Okay, I did convert it to block.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna have to look at your site. I'm gonna do that this afternoon and see. It's probably caught between two blocks and it won't let you fix it.
Okay.
So I'll go through and look at that. And that was your blogging for Cat, blogging with Rory,
Yeah, it's for the what
The
is
new-
it for?
the new link.
Blog with Roy. Yeah,
Okay,
I was changing all of those.
all right. So do everything but that one, and then I'll look at it tonight and get to it.
Okay.
All right.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Bye.
All right. I need to leave that. Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, I have a problem with Dropbox. It's kind of weird. It's only me, I think. I had Dropbox when I started out. I had a Dropbox with personal pictures in it. I then downloaded it the way they told me to do, and everything seemed fine for a while. Now, all of a sudden, I can get to family pictures, but I can't get to anything that's been downloaded.
Now,
I can't get to my logos or anything like that.
Yeah, you have to get with your instructor on that because usually if you can't get in it, it could be that the information that they have for your Dropbox is not meshing up with the one that you have. And if you've run out of space or downloaded something else, now it doesn't automatically download unless you've given them your Dropbox information.
Well, originally I got it for quite a while, but now all of a sudden I'm not.
Yeah, so get with your instructor and they'll have to go through with you, do a screen share and see at exactly what's in your Dropbox and where it's at.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Oh, and the other thing is if you are having issues with memes that you're getting from Rory, Tuesday night after our initial training call, Gavin is going to be on there for anybody that is having issues. He's going to help you fix it. So make sure you are on Tuesday night business call if you are, especially if you have the memes program and you are having issues getting your memes. Stay on that call because Gavin's going to do a one-on-one with each person that has issues. So stay on there. But everybody needs to be on the Tuesday night calls. There's been a lot of updates here lately. So make sure you're on those calls. Okay. Anybody else? Any questions
Any question?
about our PBS that we can do?
The only question I have, Sheila, is when you're talking about the memes. How do we get them on from there to? You said you were going to show me later.
Yeah, if you have your memes in your Dropbox, you're going to do the same thing. Say like, let's go to
put them into not only the page, but for the ads and all that stuff.
Yeah, so all you have to do when you're doing an ad, it's going to ask you. So if I come here to my site, and I'm going to go back and get the link. I'm going to come here and you're going to go to your documents, and I'm going to get my permalink, which I already did. So it's here in my site. So I'm going to
Right.
pull this up. So then I'm going to come and do a new tab, and I'm going to go to my ad sites. And let's go to one I haven't advertised for in a while. Let's go to this one. And I am going to post free ad. And I'm going to get my title. So I'm going to go to my template, pull up my template. Copy that. Well, let's do this one. So I'm going to put that in there as my title. I'm going to go back and get my description.
Mm-hmm.
Paste that in there. And I'm just going to add a little bit more. And I'm going to put my new link in. Oh, wrong one. I'm going to get my new link right here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this one's going to ask me to choose a file. So when you click on choose a file, it's going to pull up everything that you have access to. So if you have Dropbox, it should be part of your file. So you should have Dropbox either on your desktop or wherever. So
Yeah.
then you want to pull up your Dropbox, and then there should be all of your folders in your Dropbox. You should have a folder that has your website address on it with all your memes in it.
Right. Okay.
So when you click on that, then all you have to do is just click on your logo, choose which one you want to do, and then just choose the logo, whichever one you want to use, and it puts it in there. This one, it actually has a size differential, so it can only be 500 kilobytes or 800 by 800. And then here you're going to put your URL. You have to select the category. So this one is going to be
Health.
I'm going to put other health aids. I could actually put beauty. Target city, if you leave it blank, it's going to go everywhere. Put states, all states. I did get an email from Marvel because I emailed them and said, hey, where can you market the Blue Scorpion? Is it only in the United States and Canada? And they sent me an email and said, no, we are worldwide. So you can market this worldwide. So I'm actually going to come here and see, this might only be in the United States. So this only lets you go in the United States. So that's fine, this particular one. And then you have to do your owner's name. I always put my Google one in there. All right, and then I have the same password. And then you want to use your validation code, which is right here in that blue. You want to copy it in there.
Where do you get that code from?
It shows up. There's a lot of people ask me that. Where's that code come from? It's right here. It's automatic.
Okay.
It's created for the page. And then once you have all of that in there, it's going to say submit. If there's anything that's wrong with it, it'll let you know.
It'll let you know, yeah.
Yep. So this one tells me that my picture exceeds the size. So I'm just going to hit my back button. And then I'm going to come here and I'm going to choose another folder. So I'm going to go to my logos, and I should have one that says resized. I thought I did one that says, where is it? Because I had to resize all of my logos for this one.
Okay.
I I just gotta remember where I put it.
You can't resize the one, like, for example, the one you just got. You can't
Yeah,
make it smaller?
yeah, you can, but I already did. I
Okay.
just can't remember what the folder was I put it in. I thought it was here. It might be, let me go to the other one.
One's Blue Venom right there?
No, it actually says resized.
Okay.
There it is, resized images. So
Okay.
I'm gonna find the one that is for, so apparently I haven't resized that one enough. So I'm gonna go, and that's gonna be our training. So I'm gonna go and show you how to resize that. So I'm gonna
Okay.
come here and I'm gonna click on my image. So I'm gonna open up my folder for my logos. I'm gonna pull up my Blue Scorpion image and I'm gonna click on it. And then I'm gonna come here to where it says edit and create.
Uh-huh.
And I am going to, is that the one? No, that ain't the one.
Huh?
All right, please, please, please mute yourself. I'm going to come over here to where it says resize.
Okay.
So hit the 3 dots. And I want to do custom dimensions. So this one has the height 900 and 900, height and width. I don't want to maintain the ratio, so I'm going to do it 6.
6 and 315. All right.
Yeah, that's for a video. This is for my image. So I'm going to do it 600 by 600
Okay.
and save resize copy. And I'm going to leave it there, and then my logo's under Blue Venom, and hit save. No, resize to save. So it's saving my copy. So now I am going to come back to my ad, choose a file, and then resize to, and let's see if that works.
Mm-hmm.
And then everything should be the same, and then hit submit. So there it is. So you want to make sure you copy this ID, because if anything changes with your ad or your company, you want to be able to go in and change that. It doesn't save it for you. It won't give you any notifications. So you have to make sure you copy that. So I have mine in, yeah, I have mine in a spreadsheet.
I'm sorry, that pops up when it's accepted?
Yes.
Okay.
So then I put Blue Scorpion, and I put it under Hot Web. It was under Beauty. I paste in that ad site, and then I put the date that I did it. Because these are in for a year. So after a year, you have to go in and put this information in for wherever you put it. And then that way you can update it, you can republish it, you can do whatever, because they will not send you any information when it goes out.
Okay.
So that's why you want to create that spreadsheet. If you don't have Microsoft Office, this is where your Google Drive comes in real handy to put these in.
We'll have to do some practice on that.
Yep. And trust me, you can't mess it up. And then if I want to come in and look at it.
You don't know me.
So now I can come in here and look at it, and there's my image. Like I said, there's the one I have. There's the image of the scorpion. It actually has my link in it. There's another logo I put in there, just to kill space. I hate dead space. And so they can come in here.
But does it come out that big, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you can put a smaller one if you want to. It's just because of the size I had. That's what size it comes up.
Okay.
Now, for some reason it targeted North Carolina, and it's because I put in my auto correct or my autofill. So it automatically targeted the city and state based on my autofill. If you manually put it in there, then it will do everywhere. So that's one of the things you need to be aware of, is you don't click autofill. When I did my phone number, I hit enter and it autofilled. So now the target state's North Carolina, cities Monroe. So that's the only place this is going to advertise specifically, but anybody can see it if they type it in.
I see. Okay.
What page did you get to that right here where you're saving that on?
This is hotwebads.com.
Oh, okay. Okay. I just have to pull that up. Thank you.
And that's a free ad site. It's one I found just searching, and you can go in and search and say, you know, put in the Google search free ad sites, and it'll pull up any kind of place that you can advertise for. Just be cautious and read the different informations there, because some of them will only let you do 4 or 5. Some of them will only let you do, you know, as many as you want. Some of them don't let you post the same ad to different places within the same day. You have to wait at least 2 to 3 days before you can repost the same ad. So read all the ins and out before you accept the terms and agreements to a free site.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Any other questions?
Sheila, right now I'm under post attendee Zoom, but I think you can still hear me.
I can.
Okay. I didn't touch the computer. It went on.
No, it's me. There's me. I was just it's mine. So you still seeing me?
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're
I had
fine.
trouble getting in.
Yeah, you're fine. I just switched pages, so you're good.
Okay, I sent you a private chat thing, and it kind of with the thing you already know about with the new drugs and things I'm on right now, for a while at least, hopefully. I am afraid that my computer, I could make my old computer crash and need a new one, you know, but you know, accidentally, or it could just die on its own because it's that old. And what would I need to do to make sure I have everything saved? So when I open a new computer, like my Google is gonna be there probably. But you know what I'm saying?
Your Google's going to be there. Anything you have in Dropbox will transfer over to a new computer. If you have stuff stored on your hard drive, what you need to do is go buy an external drive.
Okay.
Yeah, just go and go to if you have a Best Buy or any place like that that has a technician or technical person there, just tell them, say, hey, my computer's getting ready to die. I need an external drive. And depending on how big, most of them are 64K. If you can get one that's 128, that's even better, because then you'll have space to put new stuff on there. And then what they'll do is you can get that, and then all you have to do is plug it into your computer and back up your computer to your external drive.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yep, and then everything that's on your existing computer will go to that external drive. Then when you get your new computer and you cut it on, then you just want to make sure you put that in there and tell it to, and then you can just pick and choose which files you want to pull over. You don't have to pull over everything, just choose which ones you want to pull over.
Right. Related question here. I haven't seen my Dropbox in I don't know how long. How can I get it back?
You have to remember what your Microsoft password is, because it's related to your Microsoft password. So if you go to Dropbox.com and go to sign in, they will ask you what your Microsoft password is, and just tell them that you know, do the forgot password and stuff. And then it will send it to your email that you registered your Dropbox with, and that's where you can go back in and re-log back in.
Okay, well, the problem related to that is the old computer I'm using came from a cousin who's owns a child care center.
It doesn't matter if you registered for Dropbox, that's where it will show it. Whatever email you registered it with, it doesn't matter your computer. It's based on your information.
My Dropbox was with another, and I keep getting messages from Microsoft that there is a difference between the two.
Yeah,
but here.
Yeah, it's just because you're on a different computer. So if you go in and log into Dropbox, you can actually go to Dropbox.com and log in and see all your stuff that's there.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can. There's a support there you can just, email the support team or contact the support and say, hey, I got a new computer. I'm working on an old computer. I need to put my Dropbox on it. And they can talk you through how to get through those parameters.
Because right now, I don't think this old computer has me in it even.
Yeah, and it's probably done because it does have a different host address, that computer. So it might not recognize it because you logged in with one computer and that's what your Microsoft is attached to. And the new computer doesn't have the same address. So you'll probably, but you still should be able to see your Dropbox on there.
Okay, I'll keep working on it. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm still foggy with the medicine, but at least I know what to do.
You're fine, darling.
I know. Thank you so much for the support.
No problem. I'm here.
I know. I think it's nap time now.
All right. So
I only slept 13 hours last night.
oh goodness, if I slept that much, I'd be in a coma. I could 4.5 hours. I think I slept 5 hours yesterday, and I woke last night, and I woke up with my back killing me. I was like, oh.
Well, for about the last month and a half, 6 months, I've been sleeping every 1 to 2 hours a night.